Okay, we are live. We are live, and there's been some folks in the house. I had to deal with a last minute email, and so that's why I was slightly delayed. And speaking of hipsters, there is Paul Newman wearing his Daytona, and because of that photo, the Daytona has become the hip thing. The hip thing. And speaking of hipsters, now these guys are for real. These guys set the trends. The hipsters, in my opinion, are the people that try to be hip but aren't really hip. So Paul Newman, he was really hip, and these folks are hippity hip hip. Yes, they are. Speaking of hip, this young lady is hip also. Bree Fit Dance, check her out, check her out. And speaking of a hip watch, there you go. The hip watch. Yes. And we are live. We are live, and we are going to check in on the hipsters, the timepiece gentlemen. Are they wannabe hipsters or are they hipsters? That is the question. I think maybe they're wannabe hipsters. What do you guys think? Are they for real hipsters or are they kind of wannabes? Okay, we got to catch up on the chat. Our Wags was in the house and he says, "Where's the pregame show?" He thought we were going to start early. And Stig's in the house. And let's see, I'm going right down here. They're all saying, and Triforce Rich saying, "What's up?" And Carl's in the house. Never trust a guy who wears skinny jeans. There you go. We're going to find out if you can trust these guys or not. You know, we're going to try to find out. They're going to supposedly have a reveal at 6:30 and about little over 25 minutes from now, and we're going to tune in. We're going to try to tune in live on the show and see what we can figure out. And best to trust someone who wears Bill's khakis and a shirt that has enough extra fabric to shade a small African country. That's right. You want extra fabric in your shirt, especially in the summertime, because that gives room for you to have air to breathe and so forth and have comfort and movement. That's why I'm wearing an Indian Madras shirt right now. Very comfortable on these. It's 95 degrees here today, folks. 95 degrees here today. R Wags is in the house. He says that's hilarious. It's probably warm where he is too, I'm guessing. Craig, are you going to stream the show for us, right? So we can all stay here and chat together. I'm going to try and see. I'm hoping I don't get a copyright strike or something. I'm going to see. I'm going to try to do that. That's going to be the experiment. So we'll see how that works. Hello, Craig and all from Madrid. Yes. And Craig's shirt is definitely hip. There you go. Another oldie, but a goodie. I think I bought this shirt in the late 70s. That's scary, folks. Hello, all. Okay. And everybody's saying hello. And Carlos is in Spain. Spain played well today, but luck was not on our side. Uh-oh. Lady Luck took a powder. Hey, man, the urban rodent. Okay, there. Okay. The urban rodent. Let me see if we got something here that we can play. Let me see if we can play. If there's something we can play for the urban rodent. Let's see here. Trying to think, because I got a copyright thing the other day when I played one of these. I want to play a short one. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Man's got to know his limitations.
So man's got to know his limitations. Maybe the rat didn't know his limitations. So get me caught up on the saga that is the hipsters, these timepiece gentlemen, the hipsters. Get me caught up on the saga. From what I understood before, they shut down pretty much all their social media. They shut down their website. They kind of disappeared from action. And everybody was speculating that they took a whole bunch of consignment watches and took money that people had given them, and they headed for the hills. That's what everybody was speculating. And I don't know that there were actually any real complaints of that. I don't know that if any customers actually came forward and said they ripped me off, they've disappeared and I can't get in touch with them and whatever. I mean, I don't know that there was actually fire where all that smoke was. Can somebody chime in the chat? Were there actual real complaints that somebody got ripped off, or was there just a ton of speculation by watch pundits? Let me know in the chat. That would be interesting to know. So, okay. So here, let's get this. How to smell the Instagram influence BS. Some guy wears a 50-gram watch and a $5 t-shirt. Okay. But that's a hipster thing. And being a hipster is not against the law, as far as I know. Should we do double announce live? What is that? What's a double announce live? Okay. Carlos, I can't go live today, but you should definitely go on. I think this show will go down in history. Okay, we'll see about all that. Okay, now one thing I do have to do is I got to hook up my earbuds to this, and I want to do a test to make sure that I will be able to listen to the video. If I play the video, I want to make sure that I can listen also while I'm playing it. So bear with me a second here. I'm going to switch to the 231 stunner and hook up these headphones. Hold on a second. Okay. You're going to do a dry run test here. First thing I have to do is bring up the video. Give me a second here. And I'm going to actually close some of these other tabs. All right, now I'm going to bring up just a random YouTube video. And just make sure that this is going to work. We're going to do a little dry run here. This is what we do. We do a little test of the emergency broadcasting system to make sure that we can do this. All right, here's a video we can play. It's my latest one from the Barbara Fritchie Classic Motorcycle Race. I think it's playing now. So let me know in the chat if you guys can hear the...
And the checkered flag comes out. Josh Young with the win from Dayton, Ohio. Second to go to number 35 of Justin Bender. Third to the 22A of Mark Tepper. Let's hear a big cheer for him. 75 years young and still racing motorcycles.
I can't hear.
Class, we'll start here third place, 22A on there, like from Westchester, Pennsylvania. Oh, we got this guy sneaking up on me. You want to be interviewed. Third place, 22A, Mark Tepper. Mark, did you have some fun out there? Who do you want to say thanks to? A lot of fun. I've been coming here since I started racing about 4 years.
Oh, I wasn't showing it. Anyway, this is what you would see if I was playing the Timepiece Gentleman. But the problem is I can't hear it. Oh, too loud. Oh, so that's too loud. Okay. How are we going to adjust that? If we I don't understand why that would be too loud. So this is input 4. So let me take input 4 down some. This is challenging here, folks. All right, I'm going to play it again. Watch your ears, folks. Watch your ears. I'm going to play it again. Let me know if that helped, because I can't monitor it, unfortunately. Let me know if it's still too loud. I know there's a delay, so bear with me here. No visual, but the audio is very loud. Okay, so I'll do the visual too. So let me know. I'm trying to lower the audio level. Let me know if that helps at all. Testing 1, 2. We're comparing the audio of the computer to me. Gonna take several minutes to recover my hearing. Is it any better now? Tell me, is it any better now? I'm waiting for confirmation. How is the audio now? Can you even hear the audio now? Because I hit the down button a couple times. It's okay now? So the audio level's okay? Can I get is it better or is it okay? Should I go lower? Let me know what I should do. Let me know if I should go higher or lower. Dum, 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 dum. Higher or lower, folks. Let me know. I'm okay. Higher a bit. Oh, so you want me to go higher? Okay, so I'll go 1 up. All right, I pushed 1 up. Let me know if that's any better. We're doing an audio check. We're trying to find out if the audio is going to be okay, the feed from the computer. This is just a test to try to get the audio level where we need it to be. So let me know in the chat if the audio on the computer feed is okay. More, so go up more. Okay, Rod is giving me a test. I did 1 more higher. Let me know what it's sounding like now. And you'll also have to let me know when we start playing their feed, because their feed might be at a lower gain level, so I might need to adjust the audio. So you'll have to let me know in the chat when we're actually doing their thing. That's in 15 minutes from now, by the way, is when it's scheduled. Great. Okay. LOL, great to hear, Carlos. Okay, well, that's not telling me if my level's okay. All right, so we're going to assume the level's okay now. I'm not hearing back from anybody. All right, so you're going to have to adjust again if you play to, you don't know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right, so I think we're close enough now. So the other thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go get my iPad so that I can monitor on the iPad their live stream so that I can hear their audio, because I can't hear their audio here. But you guys will be able to hear their audio. So let me go get my iPad real quick, and then we should be good. So bear with me a second here. Or should I use the iPhone? No, I'll get the iPad. Okay. All right. So let me get this opened up. Okay. And so this is why I started this broadcast early, because I knew I was going to have to get a little bit of setup done here. Video, YouTube. Okay. And no thanks. Okay. Library, home. Sign in. How could I not be signed in? The heck? Oh, for crying out loud. How can I not be signed in? What a total fail. Oh boy. Two-step verification. Oh boy. I hope you all are entertaining yourselves in the chat because this is a pain. Yes. Okay. Okay. I'm signed in. All right. So now I need to go to the damn link here. That's asking me to sign into Gmail. Come on. Oh, this is pissing me off, folks. Done. Okay. All this security crap. This is because of the hackers. This is why I want to take the hackers out and have them shot. Summary execution for hackers, because they cause a lot of strife. They cause a lot of issues, right? All right. So I've got the, I'm going to have them playing here on the iPad. And so I better get my earbuds so that I can do this without feedback. And actually, I went through all that with the iPad for no real reason because I don't think I'm going to use it. I think I'm going to use the phone just because it's smaller and it's not going to be in the way. So I'm going to bring this up on the phone. And thanks for Kyle for sending me the link. Where is it? Timepiece, gentlemen. Here it is, Timepiece, gentlemen. They're still not live yet, by the way. I've just got a black screen. They say they're going to be live in 9 minutes. 9 minutes, 15 seconds. All right. So keep an eye on that. Got the chat up here as well on their live chat. A bunch of people are chatting in there. All right. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Has anybody heard of any actual complaints from anybody that was actually ripped off by the Timepiece gentleman? Anybody? Definitely you need yellow gold colored iPad. Feels like Steve is running the stream. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, I should have sorted all this out. And this guy says, come on, man. Yeah, absolutely. Should have had it sorted out. Is this stream sponsored by Remax Realty? And you need someone younger to handle the tech stuff. Yes, absolutely, I do. No argument here, 10 minutes. But hey, we're just killing time right now. We're just killing time because the thing hasn't started yet. So I guarantee it's going to turn into a massive PR stunt. Well, let's see how successful it is. A lot of people have said that it's going to be a total fail because they've burned too many bridges. They piss people off, all this stuff. But hey, the hipsters, I don't think they care about all that stuff. They care about pomp and pageantry, right? I think they opened a new store and they will unveil it tonight. Gabriel Miles, you should know that Craig is on top of his game. And they're announcing that they're going to start running the store from prison. Okay. Remax Realty is on the top right of the screen. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. That was from the other show we did the other night. Let me fix that. Let me fix that. I can fix that. Yes, I can. So I can fix it. Let's do the Mid-Atlantic TV one. How's that? And let's put a banner across. Let's put this across just because we can while we're here. Okay. All right. So we fixed that. Yes. Remax. Rachel is with Remax. So yes, this is sponsored by Rachel. Rachel, all those negative comments are from 9 years old. From 9-year-olds. Okay, got it. That makes sense. All right, let me get my H2O. I forgot my H2O. And folks, anything that you say, anything that you want to bring up, any comments about what they're doing, please put it in the comments here so that everybody can opine. And anything that they say that you have a take on, put it in the comments because I'm going to be showing these on the screen, and that'll trigger kind of what we're going to discuss. And G-Sound says investors. Okay, so let me get this out of the way. Okay. And Bree says, how's everybody? Okay. And Durr says, TPG sucks, but Nico sucks more. Okay. And Carlos says, I need to do then propose changes. Okay. Looks like we're on Fox News and you're covering a major event. It is a major event. I think everybody's made it a major event. Cheatown's in the house. I wonder if they promised a few $100 extra to their inventors and consignment clients if they kept their mouth shut about this stunt. Well, if they didn't rip anybody off, then there's nothing. People don't have anything to say, right? If nobody's been ripped off. And I don't think we've heard any stories of anybody actually being ripped off. And investors, I think they were paying to be part of this clique, to be part of this kind of club. I don't think they were being considered investors per se, because that would be illegal. I don't think you can sell, an investment type thing without, it being regulated and all that. I mean, that's a whole can of worms there, but I don't think they were selling it as investments as far as I can understand. I'm aware I'm pending to do the proposed changes in the channel flag. Okay. Craig, would you consign your titanium stunner through TV? No, I'm not going to consign the 231. If this 231 is sold, it'll be sold directly to a subscriber and only a subscriber. I must admit, I know nothing about TPG. Okay. Post TPG, Carlos is going to call in. This is going to be a long show. May want to grab the sweet potatoes. I already ate. I already had my dinner, so I'm good. Well, it was technically a VIP Buyers Club membership they were selling. Yeah, exactly. So that's not really an investment. That's just like a dues to a health club or something, you know? I mean, I think you can do that. I would think that you can do that. Now, let me go to the banners here. Oh, let me go to the brand. Oh, I want to go back to the default. I like these better. I like the default comments better. Even though it uses up more of the screen, I still like it better. Okay. Okay, so one day the 231 will go into auction. It will be like the Newman Daytona. There you go. The idea was that people in the club would get discounts instead of paying full sticker prices. Exactly. And I think they can do that sort of thing. I would think that would be legal. Some private dealer groups charge $11K per annum. Okay. 1K. Okay, says it's 1K. Okay. Got you. So, and here's I'm looking at the comments on the live stream. It says, good luck to explain the fraud and blah, blah, blah. I mean, I don't know that there was any fraud. I mean, I don't even know if they've been charged with a crime or anything. I mean, I haven't heard tell of anything like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's not like I've been monitoring this whole situation closely. I've just watched a few videos here and there, but as far as I know, they have not been charged with any crime, as far as I know. MODA Groups 500. Okay. All right, and let's see. We're at 6:28 p.m. Let me go back here. They are not live yet. They're not live yet. That's what it looks like. That's what the live stream looks like on their channel. And so we are waiting, as our 1,589 people are waiting for them to go live. And it's 6:29 p.m. Let's see if they are on time. Never watched them until the scandal. I only watched one video, and it was after the quote scandal. Maybe they are merging with Little Treasury. Steve has been awful quiet lately. I don't think so. Steve wasn't really impressed with these guys. I talked to Steve about them. He wasn't impressed. I don't think it was a fraud. I think it was, oh, okay, my timer's going off, my alarm. Okay. All right, go back here. All right, so nothing yet. Nothing is happening yet. Let's see. It's just the audience who's blowing up. They're making the scandal, not TPG. Okay, Craig, you should have live streamed the epic confrontation between Tim Masso and TVG like this. Did people know that was going to happen, though? Was that a scheduled thing? Refresh the page, Craig. Okay. I would think it would load automatically when we're sitting here waiting. So it still says waiting. Let me know if anybody else gets the stream up. I've got it up on 3 devices right now. So I would think if they go live, it'll just go live right here. I don't think you have to refresh, but I'll keep doing that just because we can. Good call, Rod. Let's. Oh, I missed one here, Carl. I sent you a picture of my mom's wrist. Okay. We might have to wait to get to that though, Carlos, because this is breaking news. This could actually happen here pretty soon. Craig, why would you thumbs up? Craig, why would you thumbs up? I don't know if I did. I don't remember if I did or didn't. That's a good question. Let's see. I saw one episode and that was enough. The first thing that popped into my head was these guys look like 500 other cut and paste obnoxious D-bags who you see all over social media. I like their production quality though. Craig, look at your notifications. Where are my notifications? What notification? Well, anyway, I'm not sure what notification, Rod. It's live already. Okay, let me refresh. Guess I had to refresh. No, it says waiting for Timepiece Gentleman. Why am I not getting it if it's live? Oh, it's a different vid? It's a different link? Let me know in the chat. Am I on the wrong? Am I on the wrong thing? Let me go over to their channel.
Get a new set of tires in just a couple clicks at Firestone Complete Auto Care.
This is just a video. This isn't live.
Timepiece Gentleman in this company. Dallas-based watch dealer.
$60,000.
$80,000, $1 million, $5 million.
Trillions of dollars. Outside the box and very shocking.
Where is he? Where's the money?
There's going to be a big thing.
And are people going to get it back?
Tell me this is a PR MasterCard. Wow, 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 wow.
How do you feel about the allegations of what's going on right now?
I think it's just all speculation with zero facts, and it's just social media doing what social media does.
How did this idea develop?
This idea developed when Anthony and I took out a client for dinner, and we were just chit-chatting, and I thought of this idea, and I interrupted the conversation. I was like, what if we did something so crazy? What if we created this concept of blacking out our business for a cause? I thought Anthony was going to hate it, and he was just like, actually, that could work. So, Anthony really was instrumental in executing the idea.
Do you think Anthony takes his ideas too far sometimes?
Absolutely, yes. But that's his superpower.
Do you trust him?
Yes, 100%. Oh, cappuccino, right? Thank you. Almond milk. Yes, sir. Cheers. Cheers. Oh, man, it's good. I love Kira. I can do some work. And I need to get a juror like you. That's the next step. Not quite there.
All right. Anthony, how do you feel about the allegations made against you?
I'm not worried. I think there's going to be a lot of disappointed people out there, though. I think people are sitting back right now. They're so glad that they're right. As long as people have been screaming scam, con, Ponzi scheme, people want to be right so bad. And I have a feeling that after this video airs, there's going to be a lot of silence.
Do you feel like you've lost trust in the public side?
Not the public that matters. I feel like we've disrupted an industry and we've brought about some awareness. But as you'll see later in this video, the clients that have actually been doing business with us are on our side. The guys that are invested in our company, that have merchandise with us, they're rooting for us. They see past all the chit chat. They see past all the name calling, the bringing up the past, the accusations, the people coming out of the woodwork of, oh, he seems shady as fuck. I think there's going to be a realization of just how fast social media can spread stuff and how quickly people are to jump ship when things don't go exactly as planned. And that's what we're seeing right now. We're seeing people come out of the woodworks that have done business with us face to face for months on end, on years. And now all of a sudden, because of this blackout week, they're letting us know that, oh, we thought he was shady the whole time.
So what did you do? Like what happened?
We turned off all of our Instagram accounts. We shut down the website. We locked the front door to our store and turned off the lights. And I actually tried to peel off the sticker, the window display, because we ordered a new one that had different information. And it didn't really come off the right way, so I just rolled with it. I thought, well, you know, that's gonna be kind of funny. We'll see what people go off of that. But that was actually a complete accident.
What about like your clients, your consignees?
After the word started to spread, we began reaching out to them, as well as them reaching out to us. And here in a minute, we'll show you a video that'll kind of sum it up, I think.
So how did this idea develop, and what's your hopeful outcome?
What we hope the outcome is we hope it'll make people realize that, one, how fast things can spread simply based on speculation. Two, how much time and attention are people paying to social media? Think of how much time people have spent watching these videos, watching all the YouTube videos, reading the comments, sharing these posts. How much time have people spent doing that based on this and what's happened? The average person that's caught up in all this speculation has spent 10 times more of their time focused on this than they have on what we've been doing. Watch this video, we'll come back, and we want to see how the tone changes, and we'll talk a little bit more about it.
Just like feels like part of the plan, taking the wheel into my own hands. Green on the signal for the.
Are y'all coming in? Okay, perfect. She told me y'all were coming.
This is Sierra and Natalie. This is our communications team. They wanted to come out and meet you guys also.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hey, I'm Natalie.
This is Lisa, our executive director.
Hi. Hi, guys.
This is
Hi.
the crew from Gentleman Timepieces.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Awesome.
I'll explain to you what we're doing. We're pulling a PR stunt on our business, and it is a tremendous risk, but we did it with a cause. Okay, we're giving back to charity. We're highlighting charities that we picked. We're taking the time off, an entire week of our time to just give back. So what that means for you is like we picked a Rolex watch to donate to each charity, and each one is color coded. So ladies, you guys got the pink watch. It's got a pink dial, and its value in the market is between $12,000 to $14,000.
$1,000.
Yes.
But based on the fact that we're giving it to charity,
it could go much higher.
Could go higher.
So all those proceeds go directly to you guys to help the cause. And then moving forward,
that's really incredible.
yeah. So moving forward, then we're going to be, because at the end of all of our videos, we do our numbers for the week so like, okay, we sold this much went to wholesale, this much went to retail, and this is our profit. Then we're adding the percentage going to charity. So and then you guys will be one of our charity affiliate partners. So that's going to be a really cool thing. So it'll always be divvied out, and then we'll always come back and do our, give a helping hand. There's news articles floating around right now saying we ran off with millions of dollars.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
That's great. That's great PR for you guys.
So
Yeah.
imagine,
Fake news away.
so it's obviously fake news, right? So
Yeah.
and then it's like we didn't put that out there. It happened organically. All we did was just turned off our social media, turned off our website, and we didn't tell social media what we're doing. Everybody's been speculating. They're so sure we ran off with money. They're so sure we disappeared millions of dollars to Mexico. They're just like, what are these guys doing? And now the smart guys are saying, these guys are up to something. We don't know what it is, but it's probably going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
So with that being said, this is what we're up to. We're out here helping charities and giving back. If you could let us know, what is the best way to help you guys?
The best way to help us is to go on our website at www.magdalenehouse.org. And there's places where you can donate your time. We need services, we need goods. There's all kinds of ways to donate. And then obviously, financially, it's just money. But there's also a lot of other ways you can donate and get involved.
Awesome.
Our full goal is to serve the most vulnerable homeless children.
I started it on a card table in my bedroom without a penny in my pocket, and I didn't have any sponsors. I had nothing, but I knew that what was really important to me was that young people who grew up in group home shelters, detention centers, and orphanages could have a better life than what society had dictated to them. I mean, we've gone around the world literally speaking in orphanages and places that I never dreamed that I would be. I have Russia, I have Turkey, Costa Rica, Romania, Thailand, Brazil. I was on a plane to Costa Rica when I did my first trip to be able to visit Nicaraguan refugees who were crossing the border into Liberty in Costa Rica. And I met a lawyer and I had an accountant sitting next to me in the plane. And I told them my dream of about wanting to be able to put something together that would impact the lives and give hope to destitute children who were displaced, who had lost their childhood with no circumstances of their own. They end up going from house to house, sleeping on different couches, and don't have a place. They don't have a forever home. And so, especially foster care children, we can give them so much if we take the time to care. And that's what Dare to Dream is doing.
That was beautifully said, and we're extremely happy to be part of this and be able to give back. I read half your book. I have one request. I'd like you to sign it for me.
Oh, absolutely.
So
absolutely.
That's special. Like I read lots of
Do you
books,
have it
but
with
very, very rarely do I get the author to sign it. So that's something special.
Okay, well, God bless you. Thank you so much.
You can do anything you want, and you can do anything in the world if you just start with a dream. Think about that dream every day and imagine you're living that dream. Start taking small steps towards it every day and work harder than anyone else. And one day you'll wake up and your dream will be true.
When you step out there on the Olympic stage, you represent everyone.
All right, so what you guys saw was us giving back to our community and really just reminding ourselves that our lives aren't just about the glamour and about the watches. It's also about giving back to the community and remembering that, there's others out there less fortunate than us that, deserve our time as well. We have some big plans in store for these charities, Anthony?
So what we've done is we decided to purchase 5 different color dial Oyster Perpetuals, the new 41 millimeter references. We picked branded colors that would kind of tie into the charity. And what we're going to do is we are going to auction those off and donate 100% of the proceeds to those individual charities. We're going to have a link on our website where you can go on and bid. And, you know, these watches range anywhere from 13,000 up. We're hoping that because it is going to a good cause, we can raise even more than market value. And then, like I said, we're going to donate 100% of that to these charities. And going forward, 5% of our profits are going to be donated at the end of every month, split between all these charities, as well as our time. We've let every one of them know that once a month, our entire team is at their disposal for any projects or anything that they need. So guys, we'll put a link in the description for all of the charities that we have mentioned. You'll be able to go on our website and see the watches, see the amounts that the bids are going for, and see what they finally sold for, as well as get pictures and info on these specific charities if you'd like to donate. And, you know, the whole point of this blackout was to raise awareness for charities that had a little special place for us. We turned off our social media and we went and gave back to charity. It was such an awesome feeling to be able to do something for someone else and not be worried about what's going on Instagram or what's going on YouTube and how many texts I'm getting today. I had a great time doing this.
Yeah, absolutely. It was nice. It was very refreshing to get away from social media. And it was very interesting to watch just how crazy social media can get when you're not present. When you disappear on social media, it's like you physically die. Right. It's amazing how people react. Like they just, it's like watching your own funeral.
What amazed me was how many people were so quick to jump ship. Like people that we've known for months, years, all of a sudden come out of the woodwork with, I knew he was shady. That dude was always creepy. You know, the comments like, once a felon, always a felon. Like, you know, leopard never changes its spots.
Right.
This just goes to show.
It goes to show how easily social media can be manipulated in a way that
for bad.
For bad. And we can use that bad for good.
Imagine if people spent a fifth of the time that they have over this past week sharing these articles, sharing these stories, getting engaged in the comments, watching the YouTube videos. Like if people just spent a fraction of that time giving back to a charity, what would the world really look like? If people were just as quick to share a story about a new charity coming up or a raise or the Salvation Army or the food bank, any charity that's significant to you. If people were quick enough or were as quick to share that as they were to share our speculative story, what could we really do in this world? Now, one thing that impressed me the most, none of that stuff impresses me, is how quickly people can gossip. What impressed me was the people that came to bat for us. We were watching videos as they were coming out. Paul Thorpe, that is an absolute true gentleman. You could feel the sincerity in his eyes, in his tone, when he obviously had to put out a video. His viewers were asking for something. He didn't know anything. And he had to put out a statement, and you could tell he wanted so bad to say it's not true. He couldn't give out facts that he didn't know, but he had this gut instinct that said, just be patient. Let's see how it plays out. And for that, I mean, Paul, you were a true gentleman. The next day it was later that day, we saw Roman and Adrian and Nico and Watch Eric get on and do a live chat. And we were watching that. And Roman texted me the night before, and I was reading it. And, you know, I wanted so badly to say something. All he wanted me to do was give him a hint that he's not going to regret whatever it was he was going to say. And I almost double tapped that thing and just hit the thumbs up, but I held off because I wanted to see where everyone's heart was. Those 4 guys came out the next day and they showed us their heart. They stood by us. They stood by us as best they could. They couldn't back us up with their name because they also didn't know what was going on, but they showed just how strong our community is. The watch industry, and we'll get to that in a second. The watch industry is an industry built on trust. We were able to disappear for 24 hours, allegedly with millions of dollars of money and inventory, and 4 of the biggest names with the biggest social media presence stood there and said, something's not right. Let's be patient. Let's wait. While everybody else was quick to share the story, fluff up the allegations, feed into the hype, these guys stood by us. And that right there proved a point bigger than we even thought. It proved just how tight this industry is and just how trusted some people can be. And guys, you know, I'm sorry that we couldn't tell you, but if we had told you, it would not have been the same effect. And you guys, y'all nailed it. Y'all killed it with your reactions. So send me those invoices for the time it took away. We'll get those paid. We'll give them to charity. Is our credibility going to be tarnished? I don't think so. Nowhere are you going to find a report of someone that did not get paid. You're not going to find a report of a consignee that lost their watches. I think there's a lot of good that can come out of this. I think it's going to take a couple of weeks for it to really set in. But if people pay attention to the overall message, I think it's a good one. The last thing I want to add is, you know, so many people have been sitting back all week, throwing their hands up in praise, just so happy that they can finally say they were right. And they were right about what? That we were going to fail, that we were going to scam people, that we were going to do no good. How sad is it that people live their life to see someone fail? If you look at the comments of people, we've been saying this for years. You've been holding in your head. You've been letting us take up real estate in your head, waiting for the day you can say, we knew you're going to fail. That's sad. Like that's really sad. And you know, the thing that I was hearing other dealers talk about is, you know, Roman mentioned it, that dealers are calling him pissed off. Well, those are dealers that already hated us anyway. They've wanted to see us fail since day one. Look what happened when you just turn off social media. I'd say we challenge everyone out there, not necessarily to turn off social media, but I would challenge people to maybe not look at it for a day and not buy into some of the hype, and go donate some of your time. If you don't have money, that's fine. Everybody's got time. Go donate some of your time, share your experience on social media, and then share that. Spend as much time sharing that as you did this story, and let's see what we can do.
Hashtag TPG Blackout Challenge.
Here you go. Let's see how, yeah, I like that. So, cheers. It was a good week. Let's go work. All right, let's go work. All right, everyone. So you've seen what we've been up to for a majority of our time during this blackout week, but there's a lot that went into this behind the scenes.
He gave me 2 bagels. So.
Chicken and cheese.
Yep.
Morning, guys.
Hectic.
Why so? I heard y'all out here stirring up trouble.
Yep.
My phone's been blowing up all day. Yelling this, sudden that.
Dude, you know what the funniest thing about this is? This is what nobody on the outside sees. The only people freaking out are people that don't do business with us. I've been on the phone all morning with clients, and they're like, is this a PR stunt? Yeah. They're like, this is genius. And then Brandon was like, I should have invested in y'all.
Holy shit.
Jesus, this sucks.
No way.
No way.
What the
What? This is Marco's idea. That's the other thing too. This is actually Marco's idea. Oh, there's our attorney. I'm eating, dude. Thought about auctioning this off, donating to charity. We're gonna have to see how the whole week plays out. But we're writing. I want to write. Who wants to give it up?
I think we're trending on enough platforms yet.
I like that. We haven't done anything wrong, and we haven't lied to anybody.
Derek, check the title of the live stream. You'll see what we're doing.
We turned off the lights and we locked the door.
Yes, we tried to rip the things off because they ordered a new one. We're going to change the hours, and I don't want my number on there anymore.
All right, so I know we did this to get a purpose and a point across. That's already out there. Is
No,
the
point has not been made.
No.
What's the point?
You know, obviously we're giving back. You know, so we're spending that time and it's showing that how wrapped up you can get in that stuff. And this just shows how powerful social media is, only within 24 hours. So I guess
as it stands right now, like literally, this article, this idiot that has no facts, this unfactual article that came out within 6 hours of the real world coming to life and seeing all of our social media gone. Within 6 hours, one article has gone viral around the world and has basically ruined all of my credibility. I'm just a 2-time, soon to be 3-time ex-felon. No one that's actually been harmed has come. Has there been one article out where someone's actually been harmed? Has anyone on a Facebook group or the post that actually is doing business with us gone on there and said, yeah, these guys no. There's a few fake ones where there's one guy that's like, they have my platinum Daytona. We don't have a platinum Daytona on consignment. So
This Chris?
Hey, Chris, it's Anthony.
Hey, dude.
How are you?
Good. You calling me from the Caymans or some random hideout fortress?
Dude, I'm hiding so good you wouldn't believe it. This is actually the best hiding spot you can imagine. I'm at my apartment.
Hiding in plain sight.
I'm at my apartment.
Sweet. When are y'all gonna drop?
Tuesday is the plan, but we just turned around and we're on the CW33.
Sweet. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right?
Now, I wonder anytime anyone tries to get a hold of you or a member of your team,
we don't answer.
Then there's no way there's no communication from anybody, correct?
Correct. Unless it's a client that actually has money or inventory with us. We've talked to every single one of our clients, and every one of our actual clients are cool. They're like, is this a PR stunt? And they're like, it's genius.
Nice. Yeah, that was the only thing when I said investors, that's what I meant.
Right.
People that have inventory.
Right.
Yeah, y'all are great. I would say
write it out. Would you say write it out or end it early?
No. Listen, it is. It's Wednesday. You're talking about a week. As long as that's what I was concerned about. You have actual customers, people that have inventory, people that have money finance, that they would somehow start getting a little hinky. They would cause some problems. But if it's just the general public, then I would say write it out. There's a shelf life where all of a sudden either people figure it out or it's not. They're over it.
So we were thinking about they're not going to get over it. I can tell you that. So many people want to be right on this. So many people want to. We're thinking about setting a premiere. It doesn't say anything. It just says our video's posting on Tuesday, but it'll say that on Friday. So we'll set it as a premiere.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think that's really good. So you give them something. There's some communication a few days before it happens, but you let them run with it forever. Listen, you cannot buy publicity like this, especially whenever
you can.
It's going to end out. You know that you're not on the wrong side of it.
You can. It's just really, really, really expensive. We don't have that kind of money.
Yeah, but and especially with it being that everybody's wrong, because I don't know if you read some of the comments.
We do. Our whole team's reading everything.
And that would also be good, like somehow on your on social media or on YouTube or something, just to have like little snippets of what all the haters are saying.
That's what we're actually sitting here brainstorming how the video is going to go, and that's what I think we're going to start with is all the negative publicity, and then we're going to go in and we're going to show our real message and what this was really all about. What's crazy is how fast it spiraled out of control in 24 hours.
Listen, if people thought about it, because I thought about it when I read the headline, I'm like, so he just took the stuff and I'm like, yeah, that's a possibility. People do that, but if we're talking 2 million, we're talking it's not insignificant, but this isn't money.
Right.
And I'm like, and Anthony's not an idiot. He knows that he knows the system well enough to know that a very public financial crime is not something you just get away with.
Right.
So, no, I think it's great. And also the other thing you can't pay for is a situation where people show their true colors, you know?
Yeah, so we're actually right now. That's funny you said that. We're just sitting here watching some of the YouTube videos and some of the guys that I'm really close to, who some of the other YouTubers out there and the other dealers. I've not talked to them on purpose, knowing that everyone's going to put response videos out. I want to see what they say. And one of them, Paul Thorpe, that guy's. I'm gonna name my next kid Paul. He was spot on, gentleman.
So I always say this, in my line of work, I see this. If one of your neighbors ever gets arrested, especially, you're living in a neighborhood with a bunch of kids.
We knew he was doing it.
Anything bad, people always go, I knew there was something squirrely about him.
Right.
I knew it. Whatever.
Here's my question is, what do you say when we come back and you were wrong? Do people put out apology videos? Do they admit they were wrong?
No,
or do they keep screaming bigger scam?
Publicity stunt. That's what they're going to say.
Hey, cheap or not, it was actually really cheap. It didn't cost us anything. Well, it did. It cost us a week of business.
Well, and you didn't, and you're not begging. You're not asking for. I mean, you're telling your investors. You're not asking people to run with the storyline. They just did.
All right. Well, just I'm gonna give Marco your number and everyone on my team your number just in case.
Okay, no problem.
Cool.
Hey, and then on that Yachtmaster, you still have it available. I might, I will. That's what I've been looking at. I'm not sure if I should go with the stainless or something else, but
I'll tell you what I'll do. Here's what I'll do, dude. If you like the watch, I'll give it to you at my cost, and you wear it for a little while. If for some reason you decide it's not exactly the one you want, I'll buy it back for the same price. Okay, I think my cost is 16. So I'll look it up and I'll text you my exact cost. But whatever it is, I'll give it to you at that. And then if you decide it's not the exact one, I'll just buy it back for the same price and get you something new.
that works for me.
Make a deal?
That's a deal.
All right. Are you around today? You want to come get it?
Yeah, I am around today. I'll shoot you a message and then we'll hook up in a little while.
Okay, sounds good, dude.
All right. Super.
All right, take care, buddy. Bye.
Oh, thank God.
Are you watching all this?
My God, dude, it's crazy. You're creating a holster.
So we are not stirring anything. All we've done is exactly what we told you we were going to do. We shut off our social media. We closed the store. We spent the last 3 days working with charities, and in the mornings and the evenings, we're here in my conference center working on the business. We're here today, going to be knocking out CRM stuff all day long. Tomorrow, we've got 2 different charities we're going to work at. Friday, we've got a charity we're going to work for. So we have not done any articles. We have not talked to anybody. We have not instigated anything. Everything you're seeing is natural flow.
Wow.
How do you feel about it as our investor? Do you trust us?
I do. In all honesty, I do think initially this will sting and consignment will be a bit low, but I think in the grand scheme of things, when people start to realize, how glued to social media they are, how quick they are to jump to conclusions, I think ultimately it would be a positive thing.
So what's funny is none of our clients are pissed off. Marco and I have been talking to clients the last couple of days, and you know what, dude, I'm going to show you my text messages when we see you next. I woke up this morning, I had like 7 or 8 text messages from some of our biggest clients. They're like, is this a PR stunt? If so, you're a genius. All of our actual clients, people that bought the membership to the VIP group, people that have watches on consignment with us, people that are still buying and selling watches, they're cool. They're like, yeah, we figured it was something like that. Keep up the good work. We're good.
Damn. Well, I did just see Paul's video drop, and I saw Wolven's video drop, and all this other stuff. And man, this stuff caught fire a lot faster than I thought it would. Which, I mean, kudos to you, man. You and Marco Bones have such a big presence in this industry. I mean, it's crazy.
What's crazy is talking about those videos. So guys like like Paul and some of the other YouTubers out there. I'm not going to mention anyone's names yet because I'm waiting to see what their videos say. But we haven't reached out to them on purpose, and they've all reached out to us. You know, what's going on? Tell us something. Eventually, we've got to address the public. We haven't done anything because I want to see what they say. I want to see what they come up with and where they're.
He's kind of repeating himself here,
and Paul
but I
is that
kind of want to stay tuned in to see if there's anything interesting.
And then once I see all their videos, I'm going to drop a hint that we're all still alive to them.
Look, my 4th of July is going to be very interesting. I was about to order some fireworks with your head on it, maybe Marco's head too, but.
All right. Well, we are going to. What's your plans tonight for dinner?
No plans for dinner.
You want to go somewhere, walk around Legacy West, or I don't know. We'll figure something out. Let's pick a spot. Let's go have dinner tonight.
Yeah, just send me a text or something.
All right, we'll do. All right.
I think that we have enough on right now. We can get talking about this. I want to make something clear. What I'm going to say, I speak for myself. This is solely my opinion. This isn't me telling you, oh, this is what's going on. I don't want to speculate. I don't want to make stuff up. This isn't done for ratings. This is just to get information out there. I'm going to state the facts that I know, not based on the articles you guys may have read from Halim at Watch Collective Lifestyle, not based on a lot of the rumors that are going on within the dealer community. Number one, a lot of the phone calls were coming from dealers, a lot of dealers that were hating on Anthony and Marco prior, and are hating on them even more right now because what had taken place obviously allows them to hate even further. It's no secret that some of the stuff that Anthony's done in a couple of years, especially in the YouTube space, specifically in the watch world, has been very avant-garde, very outside the box, and very shocking at times. You guys have seen a video of mine where Anthony purchased a watch that was over $100,000 in MBNF at a trade show, on which I gave him 30-day terms. Monday morning at 9 a.m., I had a wire in my account. This is the day that Anthony disappeared. I had a wire in my account for over $100,000 that was due that day. If you ask me, if somebody plans on running and packing up shop and leaving, why would you send out a wire over $100,000 the day that you disappear? Now, for somebody that plans on running in this business, I've been doing this for 20 years, and I've seen guys run up schemes and run away. You don't shut down Instagram accounts. There's no point to that. You don't make every single one of your employees unavailable, because it's not like you're going to pick up yourself, the watches, and 7 kids that work for you and run away with them. None of them are available. Their Instagram accounts are shut down. Their phone numbers are up, but they won't take calls. This is an Anthony stunt. Call it a public stunt, call it a marketing stunt, call it whatever you want. But this is Anthony doing, again, something avant-garde, out of the box, making everybody worried, but yet it doesn't add up. And the last thing that doesn't add up, and again, this is all facts, out of every single dealer that I spoke with, and I spoke to gazillion dealers over the last 2 days, not a single one of them said, hey, he fucking owes me money. Not a single private client that I spoke with told me, hey, he owes me money. So what that means is something doesn't add up, and it leads me to believe that this is going to be something that Anthony has just pulled. And I personally can't wait to find out what it is.
Anthony did a hublot. Anthony did a hublot.
So what I'm telling you guys now, look, as far as my opinion as to what he's pulling, I can't give you an opinion of what he's pulled because we don't know what he pulled yet. And I tell you this from the bottom of my heart, we have zero idea what's going on. But all I'm going to tell you guys is that I'm going to stand by what I said on Monday on my Facebook group, and I'm going to double up on Anthony and say, look, this is something big that he is pulling off. And at the same token, tell everybody not to panic.
You know, this is not damage control. This is just more or less our opinions. But I think it's very important for our viewers and our clients to know that, in a sense, this is a little bit of damage control because we're all friends. We're all basically guilty by affiliation. So I think it's important to know that none of us have anything to do with the stunt that they pulled. I truly believe that this is some type of marketing, whatever you want to call it. And I'm excited to see what the light is at the end of the tunnel.
Look, I don't even really know what it is. If it's a rebranding tactic,
that's the route that they chose to take. You know, we do root for them. I'm hoping that it is some type of a rebranding, even though it's a very awkward one, in my personal opinion. But
awkward understatement.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, look, I've been doing this for 10 years. I put my life into this and my whole reputation behind it. And you know, the last thing that I would ever want to give is, even as a joke, an impression that I'm not here tomorrow morning to be here to answer anybody's questions. So since we don't really know what's going on, because it could be anything, we don't know yet. I just want to sit back and really hope for the best, because, you know, I want it to be something good and definitely not something negative. I don't feel that he's a runner in any way, shape, or form.
These are our guys. So now this video shows that these guys are behind us.
People saying in the
He's gonna say
comments
he's
that we
calling,
backed
he's
him. Get the we're absolutely not backing anyone. If he stole a penny of anyone, I will start a manhunt, and I will kill him myself. It's like, you see what I mean? This is bonkers, but it's not likely. It's definitely not likely, and that's all I have to say. Because
I mean, is this the part where I put on a thick Russian accent so Anthony would come?
Yes. No. Like, I mean, this pisses me off. We're trying to make the watch world and like. What? No way.
Look.
What?
Cold.
Can you read that?
What?
Yeah, I mean, look, obviously he's around. I don't know what's
Is he
going on.
calling?
I think he butt dialed me by accident. I think that was his way letting me know that he's watching. First of all, we all made it pretty clear that we're all friends, that we all do business with each other. And I'm not the guy that's going to all of a sudden jump off ship and say I have nothing to do with him. I've done business with Anthony since we got together the last 4 or 5 months to the tune of $1 million. And the business has gone well. Right?
Roman, did Anthony just call you? What's the story?
Yeah, he just called me. I had a missed call. I called back. He didn't pick up. I think that was his way of letting me know that he's around. I feel like.
Yeah, no, fair play, and I kind of want to know what the fuck is going on. To be honest,
right?
I kind of want to know what the fuck is going on. I'm gonna call him.
Think about the power of the internet. Like think about you know how powerful the internet. Look at the craze that happened in the last 24 hours within the watch community, instantaneously.
All of the comments are like boycott TTG.
Okay. Yeah. As of right now, they probably will.
Yeah.
But they haven't seen our message yet.
It's like,
it's easy to say that till you know what the message is.
It's like this. It's like, imagine we're dating the social media.
This is getting
right?
kind of boring.
Our social medias are going.
They're repeating themselves all over the place.
What happens when we come with a big bouquet of roses with a strong message? Yes, we disrupted an industry.
We disrupted an industry, but guys, like some people said,
But this all is
guys
for
that
a
are
reason.
this big are not just taking off. You're worried about consignment.
Let me know in the chat if we should continue with this or cut it off. Let me know what you think in the chat, guys.
Is there anybody we can talk to about my accounts? Yeah, they're all frozen. Yeah, I'm sure y'all seen what's going on.
Yeah, so honey, she'll be
All right. I sent her an email last night too. Yeah. I have not. He might have been trying to call me, but I'm not answering numbers I don't know because my phone hasn't stopped ringing. So can we get on a call with him? Yeah.
That's all I've been waiting on.
Right. Okay. Okay. And I sent you an email last night. Did you get that?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
talking to you this morning.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
I've been blown up all day. I can't remember if I put it in there, but if y'all do, like, I understand your normal protocol. Something like that comes out, you have to act. But look at my transaction history. Is there anything crazy? No. I'm still steady paying people, and that's why I need my accounts unfrozen, because I've got a $400,000 wire coming in from my investor who y'all can call and confirm it, and I need to pay more people.
It's really going to unfortunately be all on Chris because he's
Okay.
the officer on your account, so he's the only one that can kind of make decisions
Sure.
on what we need to do.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, man.
Did you talk to Brandon earlier?
I did. I got a little bit of the story.
Okay.
Can you fill me in on all of it?
Yes. Okay. So it spiraled way faster than we expected. But basically, dude, we're raising awareness. The end goal of this is to raise awareness for charity and take the social media distractions out of it. That's the end message. Now, what happened was last night or Monday night at midnight, we deactivated all of our social media. We locked our door at the office, turned the lights off. All the inventory is still sitting in our safe. Actually, today it's at my house getting photographed for our new website. We were going dark for a week. All of our clients that we owe money have been paid. As
This
you
is
can
getting
see in
interesting.
My account transaction history, we've been steadily sending out payments. We have reached out to all of our consignees. All of our clients are cool. Like they're like, hey, should we be worried? No, you shouldn't. Trust us. They're like, okay, cool. Everyone's been paid. There's not a single person out there. If you read any of the chatter anywhere, not one person that's actually legitimate is saying these guys have screwed me over. It's these guys are scammers, these guys are Ponzi scheme, blah, blah, blah. It's all just a bunch of chatter, which is what we knew would create. And it's being talked about across the world. So the other thing is, for y'all's peace of mind, I put my entire life on YouTube, everything. If people don't think that I'm not smart enough to realize if my plan was to take off with everyone's stuff, one, why would I still be paying my bills? Two, why would there not be slow withdrawals? Something suspect showing that I'm pulling money out. And three, why would I have made it such a drastic, like blatant thing? Like if I were going to run off with, I would keep all the accounts running as normal and I would disappear, not my entire team. I would not make it so obvious. Dude, this article came out 6 hours after we deactivated stuff. Zero facts behind it. And if you read the article, it says after our own investigation. What was their investigation? They went to my office and my door was locked and my light was turned off and I didn't answer my cell phone. I mean, for Christ's sakes, I could have been in the hospital. Something bad could have happened. And this guy has proven our point that someone's entire world can be turned upside down because of social media. And look at how much time people have spent. I'll be willing to bet people have spent more time in the last 40 hours watching this than they have in 6 months giving their time to charity. I completely understand what y'all had to do. Take your time, do your own due diligence, and look at my accounts. I'll send you my Chase accounts. I'll send you my IFS shipping history showing you that these watches, these transactions are legit. Call Roman Sharf. Roman Sharf is a big YouTuber in this space, and he just did a video. And on his live video, he said, it doesn't make sense. He went dark on Tuesday morning, wire for $1,000 for a watch he owed me for.
I'm good with it. I talked. Let me know what you need me to do to help you out. Just keep me in the loop.
All we need now is I just need my accounts open back up. I've got a $400,000 wire coming in from my investor who's very aware of what we're doing. And I can give you his personal information and all that. You can reach out to him, verify that he knows what's going on, who he is, and who we are to him. But I just need that money to come in. So
This is why it needs to go 100% Bitcoin. Bitcoin doesn't get shut down. It's 24/7, 365.
Obviously, if he's in the bank, he's not doing what they're saying.
Dude,
Obviously, it's bullshit. So
my whole team is at my apartment. I'm hiding in the worst place ever. All right. Thank y'all. Thank you. See you. See y'all in a couple days. What's up, man? Oh, another day in paradise. I mean, once you stop reading comments and listening to all the chatter, it's not that bad. Just we're the team. We're focused on training. We're doing charity stuff again later tonight. We've got charity all day tomorrow. I'm trying to lock one more in on Saturday. So,
One more charity event.
yeah. Something where we can do like.
Well, I can tell you, we're in intense hiding right here. So.
I know, right?
What's going on? Are you guys live right now?
Yeah. Hi.
What's up?
How are you?
How are you?
We're hiding.
But what's going on? My phone's been blown up.
So is mine.
Well, what's going on? And I called these guys.
You called everybody.
So what's up?
Everyone was told not to answer. You'll see.
I'll see.
It's controlled chaos.
I'm thinking publicity stunt, marketing.
She's
No?
Smart. Yes.
I'm like all these people calling me and stuff. I'm like,
I mean, if you think about it, in 24 hours, we have the whole world talking about us.
You could at least just like shoot it a text like I'm good.
Cannot. It can't. Kills the effect.
To everybody?
Kills the effect. If I just told half the people, then it wouldn't be that big a deal. Then only half the world would be talking. See ya. This is Chris, our attorney. Oh, this is Marco, my business partner. He's normally in like t-shirt and jeans when he's hanging at Moxie's or something.
Yeah, this one's like my Explorer too, as far as you can adjust a little bit smaller, a little bit bigger.
This just has the easy link, so it's just a 1 millimeter extension. So see where it fits on your wrist, and we'll adjust it to where you've got a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little bit
big.
Big right now.
Is it? I got a tool.
By the way, the lawyer meter is running on all this good advice I'm giving you all, so the price just keeps on.
We already applied it to the discount.
Oh, it's just a one-time discount?
It's a one-time
Good.
discount, yes.
I'm giving you discounted legal advice.
Are you on Instagram?
Yeah.
What's your
Yusuf says the whole world, what a D-bag. Well, I think he meant the watch world.
We'll tag it.
Yeah, and I think the whole watch world was talking about it.
Congratulations. So we'll tag that on here. That's the one that's more interesting. Hey, do we have any extra boxes here, Trent? Can we pull a Rolex box? Here's that box papers. Everything's in there. Said you wanted to pay part through Venmo.
No, I can do it. However, how do y'all prefer?
If you want to send me a bank wire, I'll just text you. I'll have Mike generate an invoice.
Okay.
Send you an
Can we
invoice.
do that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. You want it that way, or you want it? I mean, I've got it.
I prefer. I prefer. If you want to get money out of Venmo, we can do that. But a bank
No, I
wire
don't
is
need
fine.
to.
Let's just do a bank wire.
Okay.
I'll have him send you an invoice. That way we can keep it tracked.
Okay.
Cool.
I appreciate it.
All right.
Hi, this is Steven.
Hey, Steven, it's Anthony Bear.
Hey, what's going on, Anthony?
Hey, buddy, how are you? Jimmy texted me. He forwarded me your text, so I wanted to reach out to you personal and
Yeah,
talk to you.
I appreciate that because I'm not real sure what's going on. And I mean, I know I've had a couple conversations, but yeah, just it's got me pretty nervous. It's three expensive watches up there. Just had no idea what was going on.
Of course. So a little bit about it is it's controlled chaos. We initially planned a blackout from social media, so we could actually go back and work on some charities, and then do a little bit of work within our own company, a little bit of reorganization, rolling out some new processes, and
Okay, guys, let me know in the chat if you think we should continue with this or just discuss it.
So I will say that all of your watches are safe. If you'd like us to send them back, I have absolutely no problem with that. I can send them back today, but if you can bear with us until Tuesday.
So the two options are continue with their stream or stop their stream and then just discuss what we've heard.
Basically, if you've watched our YouTube videos over the last month and a half, people have been very opinionated on how we should run our business and how we've lost control and how, I have no idea.
Everybody's going after Mike. Everybody's going after you doing your t-shirts.
Yeah. Well, it's just, those comments aside, it's just that they have a feeling, or it seems that I can't run this company, that Marco and I don't even know our roles, that the business is completely unorganized.
Yeah, I think Buser's right. I think we should discuss it. Okay, so I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop their stream.
There's so many people out there that want to be right, and the fact that
Okay. I can take my earbuds out. And if anybody can call in, I'll put the link in the chat. Because they're just repeating themselves now. They've kind of gone over everything. The part that was most interesting to me was the bank freezing their account. It goes to show you why we need to go to a Bitcoin standard, right? I mean, a banker like freezing your account, just unilaterally, just freezing your account. I mean, that's terrible, right? I mean, the guy hasn't been charged with a crime or anything. Okay. And even if he was, he shouldn't freeze his bank accounts. People need their bank accounts, right? This is why bankers need to all be put out of business, if you ask me. Dur, would you be willing to support their children? Option 3, Hoffman sub. Never when Rachel gets divorced and starts dating me. There you go. Would you be willing to support her children? 5 children. Yeah, that could be a thing. There's a link for you guys to come in. No, those things stay with the daddy indefinitely, says Durr. What bothers me here is the overall sanctimonious and holier than thou attitude. Doesn't help that the video is 10 minutes dedicated to the cherry and 50 minutes talking about themselves. Well, I mean, first of all, they're young people, right? And, you know, there's always a lot for the youth to learn, right? But, I mean, the purpose of the video and the stream is to explain what's going on. And that's kind of what they've been doing. They've been repeating themselves tremendously. I mean, but they seem to be pretty good at producing lifestyle reality TV type videos relating to the watch community and the whole hipster watch community, buying the steel stunners, paying way too much money for a steel Rolex, this type of thing. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they created that environment. I think that people were paying way too much money for steel Rolexes before these guys ever came on the scene. They maybe are profiting from it. I guess they're mainly gray market dealers, right? They buy watches out the back door and resell it and whatever. I think that's the main thing they do. So you can't fault them for that. Let me get into the comments here. Did I read this one? Okay, we read that one. What's this one? If you spend 50 minutes repeating yourself, turn this, then it's either cut that portion down or maybe talk about the show. Yeah, and also, I didn't appreciate the fact that they had a live stream scheduled and then they didn't do that live stream. I mean, that's kind of funky. It seems like to me like they're able to do things a little bit every which way and yet still built up a big social media following, right? Fairly rapidly. And created these relationships with various dealers and various suppliers of watches and of course buyers of watches. And they've been doing a lot of wheeling and dealing. It's not just smoke and mirrors. It seems like they are buying and selling a bunch of watches. And more importantly, they are creating content and content that seems to be compelling, that they get a lot of views, a lot of action. At the end of the day, they will probably make more money as content producers than they will on the actual sale of the watches. I mean, for example, that the guy down in Falls Church, Virginia, Beto's Leather Works, that does he resoles shoes, like he does really high quality work, resoling, expensive shoes, high quality shoes, putting soles and heels on them and so on. He's like really good, and he's good at making the videos. My guess is he's making more money off his YouTube channel than he does doing the shoes. And he charges a lot of money to do those shoes. And people ship shoes to him from all over the country. But I think he's probably making more money off the YouTube channel and the content creation than he is off the actual dealing. These guys will probably end up making more money off side deals and like promoting restaurants and lifestyle stuff and, deals with, maybe they'll get a reality TV deal with Netflix or something, who knows? But I mean, my guess is they'll make more money off all that sort of thing, all the ancillary stuff, than they will on the actual watch deals. And I think it's very smart for them to focus on content creation. Content is king on the internet, always has been. So I think for them to focus on that is very smart. And I think others in the space could probably borrow a few pages out of their playbook. Let's see here. It's a video premiere, not a live stream. Well, but the link that I was on was no good. It didn't work. So I think I went to another link. I don't know. Anyway, it didn't seem to work right, but whatever it was. Craig, what model do you think? But yeah, I stand corrected. It wasn't supposed to be a live stream. It was supposed to be a premiere, but for some reason it didn't seem to premiere, but whatever. Craig, what model do you think is better? What model do you think is better, this stunt or getting a young girl to do sexually provocative hooping for videos? That's a good question. It looks like they're getting a lot of traction. So maybe their stunt is better. Yeah. So Archie is doing his live stream. He's very upset and triggered, as you imagine. Well, he's been milking this thing for as many views as he can get, right? He's been milking it. If we, the consumer, would stop paying these prices, then watches would eventually come down. We control the market, not them. Yeah, it's supply and demand, absolutely. But see, they generate the hype. These dealers and all, they generate the hype and the excitement and, get people to feed into all that stuff. And, when you could buy like a gold stunner for some of the prices they're selling some of these steel stunners for, I mean, it's just insane. It's absolutely insane what people are doing. OOF, okay. The timepiece gentlemen are probably going to be content creators primarily, and the watch business is pretty much ancillary or like prop or theme. Yeah, exactly. The money is in the side deals, right? The side deals, sponsorships, and so on and so forth. If we stopped buying from them, then magically the market would be flooded. The flippers would have to sell them. Well, eventually it'll all catch up and the market will come crashing down, because that's what happens when you have a bubble like this. Eventually it'll crash down. So, because these people that have like 6 and 8, maybe 10 steel stunner Rolexes that they bought, quote, as investments, as soon as the market starts getting soft, all of them are going to want to sell. And that's when the market will adjust back down to where it should be, which is under list for used watches. This is what many people don't get. Anthony wants to be a celebrity first, a watch dealer second. Once you're famous, you could do whatever business you want. Yeah, absolutely. Why wouldn't he? Okay, and Cheetown's in the house. I see Miami Lamborghini rental business lining up to do advertisement. Oh, it looks like Carlos is in the house. Let me bring Carlos in. And I actually like this view better. Okay, there we go. Carlos, say something. I don't hear your audio. Oh, Carlos froze up. We'll wait for him to get that sorted out. And then, Craig, you need to get on this rodeo while it's hot. Hire a team to start filming reality TV shows starring you and Bree. That's a young man's game. It's a young man's game. Let's see. If Carlos were hot, they would have every SKU known to man. Okay, let me add this one to the stream. Oh, I got to remove this other one.
Craig, how are you?
I hear you now, but it sounds like you're breaking up a little bit. Is your internet questionable there?
No idea. I am
Okay, I hear you
in
now.
my
Okay.
parents' house, and they must
Okay.
have a nice internet, but I don't know. No idea.
The internet/social media is in its infancy. Infancy. These guys are just hooking up to the new revenue stream. Rolex has become greed, feeding greed, and keep hyping the hype. Everyone is a watch dealer these days. Okay. And let's see. Carlos sideways, literally. No, he's fixed now. And Carlos has lost some serious weight. You've lost, how much have you lost? How much weight?
Well, I used to gain and lose quite easily, honestly, and yeah, quite a lot, yeah.
Yeah, well, you should stabilize. It's not, I don't think it's a good idea to keep putting on weight and losing weight.
Yeah, that's true. I am trying to get a system to maintain and to do it better on that way. What happens to me is that I am able to get focused on things, and if I lose focus, is But if I am able to get focused on the things, I am able to do things.
So here's a guy that has a couple $100,000 worth of watches, and he can't get a little stand for his phone to hold his phone. You got to sit there and hold the phone the whole time.
Yeah.
Carlos is starting to look like Craig. Well, now that's quite an insult there. Come on. He's a much better looking guy than Craig. Come on. He looks like Cary Grant, for gosh sakes. I mean, he's like a movie star. Ask Carlos if he ended up buying that GS we looked at. What GS did you look at?
Well, I look at different years, but yes, I purchased something recently. But
a GS?
Not exactly a GS, but okay. I can reveal it now if you want.
Okay.
Yeah. The thing is, it happened that we received a gift. Really, it was a gift that we really don't wanted to just dilute it on the bank account, and I decided to get something to remember it. And in fact, I get something for myself and for my wife. Maybe we can start showing my wife's gift. Let me change to the.
Oh, there, I got you full screen now.
Yeah.
Can you hear me still, Carlos?
Yes.
Okay, good. I got you full screen. I figured out how to do that.
This is the back camera. So it's on the start now. My wife really, this is something that she wanted for some time. It's a nice ring. It has a big topaz with yellow gold. I
Very
think that
nice.
it fits very well with her style that is quite casual usually. It's from
beautiful.
It's from it's Pomelato, that is a good designer. I like the design of the ring, and she really liked it. In fact, we got this ring today. We
Very
went the
nice.
other day to there is a boutique, a Pomelato boutique here in Madrid, but they really weren't, let's say, willing to deal and to make discounts. Then I found another place in Madrid that they had the same thing, and I think we have to fight for our money. I think
Yes.
it's something.
Yes.
Definitely. I know that some people consider it absurd or something, but to me, it's a kind of entertainment, like trying to get the best deal on the things. And I really like it. Do you like?
Oh, it's classy. I really like it.
I like this design. And this was for her, and for me, I have something here. Something. Can you guess
We can't tell.
what it is? Yeah.
We can't tell yet.
It's something. At this time, I really wanted something special, or at least special to me, and this was something that I really like it. To give you an idea about this, I spoke about this thing in Panama with the Panama ID the other day, 1 week ago, just before leaving from Panama to Spain. And I told them that I was interested in this piece. I made them an offer that was, of course, lower than the price that they had on the AD. They refused the offer, and I ended 2 or 3 days ago. I purchased it in Madrid, and by the way, and considering that I can refund the sales tax a lower price than my offer in Panama. Then I am
Good.
very happy with that. Yeah, a nice discount. It seems that they want to sell things. It seems that the tourism has not already recovered in Madrid. Yeah, and I didn't have to fight very hard to get a good deal on this. Yeah.
Now, is this an AD that you have dealt with before?
I tried to do it with them. It is the AD that I tried to purchase the Patek, the 5196 before. I was recommended to that AD by someone that is a good customer of them. But I've never purchased anything from them before. The thing with the 5196, they needed a lot of time to search the watch. I received the call like 9 months after I told to them about the interest, and at that time already had it on a different place. But yeah, this time, we did it. We did it. Yeah.
All right, so they're chomping at the bit. They want to see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh no.
You have an
Oh
idea what
no.
is inside?
What a fail. Oh no. Oh geez. No wonder they gave you a discount. A tutor. Oh boy. How the mighty have fallen. How the mighty have fallen. Jeez.
Well, and this is it. This is it. The silver, sterling silver, Black Bay Tudor. I have to say that I really like it.
Now, does it come with 2 straps or just the 1 strap?
You have the option of for the leather strap or of this kind of. They call it NATO, but really it's not a NATO because it is a nylon strap with the spring bars. But that was the one that I really wanted, and it's something that when I saw the announce from Tudor about
We lost your
watch,
oh, there it is.
Yeah. Yes, because they call it NATO, but it's
Now, is
it
the
has
buckle
a
sterling
spring
silver
bar.
also? Is the buckle silver also?
Yeah, the buckle is a sterling silver. It has also the display case back, but you cannot see it with the strap.
You know, but the problem is it's too thick. The watch is too thick. It's got an ugly hour hand. Yes, it is, and it's got an ugly hour hand, and it's a Tudor. Other than all that, it's great.
Yeah, honestly.
But anyway, we'll let you have your Tudor. I mean, some people just have to have a Tudor. I don't get it. I don't understand. I really don't. But they're saying I should take away your wrench, but no, we're not going to take away Carlos's wrench.
Yeah.
I
think that you will like the color and the feeling, because it's really the sterling silver is really something special. Trust me. I don't know how it will be tarnished with the time. That, by the way, I am very curious because I really love
it. Depends
sterling
on how
silver.
much you wear it. If you keep wearing it, it will automatically polish as you wear it, and it should be fine. But if there's any coating on it, if the coating wears off, then yes, the silver will tarnish. over
Yeah.
time. But I don't know if
am
they
not
do. They have
planning
a
to
coating
wear
on
it.
it.
No idea. I know that it's a kind of a special alloy that it's supposed that not tarnished as the pure silver. But I am planning to, let's say,
Triforce
to
Rich
serve.
says it's not as thick as a Black Bay 58. It's way thinner than GS watches. It's not as thin as my 002. No way. No way, Jose. My 002 is much
Definitely.
thinner than that.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice looking watch, says Ultraman Red. Silver Tudor to
Definitely.
match the white gold president.
Yeah.
I'm liking the Tudors, Carlos. This is Cheetown. And
Yeah.
it's an alloy. Well, no, I think it's sterling silver, isn't it? 925 silver?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, that is it. I think that is a kind of alloy. I don't know if it's a
Does it
silver
say
with
925 if you
aluminum.
look underneath it? If you look underneath the
Yes.
lugs, does it say
Yes.
925 on it?
Yeah. Let me wear my reading glasses, but yes, it's somewhere.
And Triforce Rich says the O2 is manual wine, 30 millimeter water resistant dress watch. This is a 200 millimeter, 20 meter dive watch. So what? It's still thick and ugly, and he's already got other watches he can wear. His Date 8 will handle 100 meters. My gosh, how deep do you go? I don't get it. I don't get the whole thing, but anyway, it's silver, but it's a mix, says Ultraman Red. Did you determine, is it 925 silver?
Yes, it's
Does it say 925 on it?
Yeah, let me look for the place. I think that here, I cannot read it well with my eyes, but yes, it says.
Carl says Tudors for the guy wearing jeans, t-shirt, leather jacket, unshaven, nice glasses. It enhances the rugged. You could wear the 231 in that same outfit. You could wear a Submariner. You could wear a GMT Master. There's a lot of watches you can wear with a t-shirt, leather jacket, unshaven, et cetera, et cetera. That I would choose over.
My idea about this is to use it as my, let's say, kind of beater. I think that it will serve my wrist time with my Doxa. That is my idea. That is my idea.
For the guy. Yeah, I would have just stuck with the Doxa and took that money and bought some Bitcoin with it or something. Craig, I'm beginning to think Tudor may be a better buy. Carlos is convincing me. Triforce Rich. A lot of people are buying Tudors. I'm seeing a lot of action in the forums. A lot of people are pushing the Tudors in the forums and so on. So yeah, it's the latest hip thing, and so people are going to be paying too much money for Tudors next. They're already paying too much money for steel Rolexes. Now they're going to be paying too much money for Tudors. So yeah, I see it coming. It's coming. Maybe GS is the wrong choice. Rolex and Tudor is the way to go, says Triforce Rich. Okay. So yeah, if they would have put the Mercedes hour hand on that would help a lot. But that hour hand is just so ugly. Gosh, and the hands, the whole thing, that it just looks like a cheap. It just looks like a cheap Rolex wannabe. They always have. Tudors always have looked like a cheap Rolex wannabe. And I just can't. I mean, wrist time is too valuable.
Yeah,
Wrist time is too valuable. I just wouldn't put that on wrist. Let's see. 14 grand for a new steel sub is just too much money. Yeah, for 14 grand, I think you can buy a gold stunner for that. You might have to buy one with a strap. You might have to buy like a Datejust with a strap, but for 14 grand, you could get a gold, an 18 karat gold Rolex. I believe you could. Let's see. No waiting list for Tudor, says Carl. Well, I hope that if they keep pushing them the way they're pushing them, they'll probably be waiting lists for those soon. It's insane. There's a lot of insanity out there in the watch world. We're witnessing it right this second. We're witnessing the insanity. People actually buying Tudors. They actually are buying Tudors. Can you imagine that? I never thought I would see the day. Let's see. Buser says, what does Corey Wilson James think? I don't think he's here in the chat. Poor Carlos didn't think he'd get his ego this beaten up. Oh, I think he knew I would not sign off on a Tudor. I think he knew that going in. This
Yes, of
can't be a
course.
surprise. Let's
Yeah,
see.
it is
I
not a
mean, if that
surprise.
hand is
I know.
ugly, then what are cathedral hour hands on a sport watch? Anybody that thinks that hour hand is attractive, I don't know what they're thinking. But anyway, Mercedes hour hand is the way to go. I'm convinced. Tudor hour hand is acceptable. No, I would pass on the Tudor. Shots fired. Remember that? Remember the GMT I had, the SBGN 005, the SBGN 005? That would have been a much better option. He could buy one of those for the same money, and it's much thinner than this watch. It's extremely robust because it's got the 9F movement. So he could have bought that watch for the same money, and he'd have something that is just amazing versus something that is not amazing. Nobody would call that watch amazing. I mean, they would call it a Tudor. It's a Tudor. Okay, it is what it is. But almost nobody would call it amazing unless you're one of these wannabes in these watch forums that have no taste. So anyway, that's the deal. Carlos, I think he's trolling me. I think he bought this just to troll me.
No, definitely for sure.
Okay,
No.
here's a
sure
comment.
not.
Craig, do you feel like you have failed Carlos? No, I haven't failed Carlos. He's got a date 8 he can wear, for God's sakes. He'll be fine. Problem with the Snowflake hour hand is the Black Bay chronograph is it blocks the subdials. It's also butt ugly. Other than that, it's fine. I think Carlos Tudor is better option than the GS. I have turned. I'm with Carlos. Steve needs to get Tudor. There you go. It's not that bad, says Ultimate. Not that bad. Well, I mean, my gosh, it's supposed to be fantastic. You know, wrist time is extremely rare. I mean, you only have so many hours in a day, and most people only wear one watch. So, I mean, wrist time is precious. You don't want to waste it on something like that. I like Tudor, but I personally would rather buy GS Omega. Does he mean GS or Omega or GS Omega? I don't know what GS Omega is. Rich must have conquistadors in his bloodline as well. Okay, says GS or Omega. I agree, Carl. I agree. There are a lot of great options for GS or Omega out there. I agree with that. Okay, so let's get back to this thing. We're going to wrap this up. Let's get back to the timepiece gentleman.
Well, Craig, the only thing that I want to say is that, yeah, for sure, it is not to troll you. It's something that I really like it. I knew that you were not going to like it a lot, for sure. And yeah, but to me, it's something that I like. And let's say how it evolves.
Well, I mean, it's your money. It's your money, and if you like it, you like it. I mean, just try not to wear it in public if at all possible. Try to wear it in private.
Yeah. In fact, it will be wear mostly in private or in public.
Yeah, that would be a good move.
In the beach too. On this trip, I am planning to be a lot in the beach, and I am planning to have this watch in the water a lot on the Mediterranean water. Let's see how it evolves regarding tarnishing. To me, it's a quite. I really have curiosity. I would love if it will tarnish it a bit. It's something that I really like, the color of the tarnished silver. But yeah, I would say definitely.
Yeah, I have a navy ring from my uncle that's it's sterling silver, and it gets certain areas on it tarnished and certain areas on it kind of polished looking, and it looks really good. And if you wear it often, the high points of it, it's got the anchor and the navy thing on it and all that. The high points polish and look shiny, and then the low points have the like tarnish in them, and it gets a nice look to it. So no, the silver is not a downside. I don't see it as a plus. I mean, I'd certainly rather just buy a yellow gold, Rolex and just wear that. But yeah. So okay, let's get back to these. Let's get back to these
But the
watch guys.
price is very, very, very different. Yeah, the price,
Let
the price
let
is very
let
different.
yeah. Let's get back to these watch guys. What is your what is your take? We're going to close this out. What is your impression of this stunt? This thing they did. I mean, what's your overall impression? And then I'll give my overall impression.
Honestly, I don't have an opinion about that. I've never seen a video of them. I've only seen the titles of some artist videos about some. It seems that Archie, looking at that, the title of the videos, I assume that Archie don't like them. I don't have a clue about the situation, and I don't have an opinion really.
Okay, so I'll tell you what my take is on it. My take is I think they made a lot of really good points about people making assumptions and people wanting to see a fall from grace, right? Wanting to see that these guys failed and that these guys, did something really bad, and people piling on and celebrating their demise and so on and so forth. I think that does show a lot about human nature, right? And that people want to see a train wreck, right? And it's a little bit sad. And I think some of the points they made are legit. That it is kind of sad that people live, eat, and breathe social media, and that they get all caught up in this stuff, and that they pile on, and that they do some of the things that they do and say some of the things that they say. Now, Archie Luxury, I think what he was doing was just trying to get views and trying to make more money, and he'll do anything to try to make some money. So of course he was piling on and so forth. We talked about it on this show, and at the time I said, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. We don't know what they're doing, right? But there was a lot of smoke out there, and there were a lot of art. There was that one article that I don't know if they really implied that they were doing something criminal. They didn't come right out and say it. I think they were careful enough with their wording that they're probably not going to be able to sue them. But there was a lot out there of people piling onto this thing, and I think it's kind of sad. I also think it's kind of sad that this whole hipster watch thing even exists. That this whole community of people paying too much for steel watches and buying watches they don't really need, buying watches they really can't afford because they think they're investments. I think this whole thing is very sad, and this is all a symptom of other problems. But at the end of the day, I think that these guys, it was a huge publicity stunt, and it got a lot of publicity for them, and it'll probably help them be even more successful at what they're doing. And not that I agree with what they're doing, but I think it'll allow them to leverage, even more deals, and we'll see where it goes from here. But again, the sad thing, in my opinion, is the way everybody did rush to judgment and assume that these guys, took off with the loot, right? And there doesn't seem to be any evidence that actually happened. So we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. It's still playing out, so we'll see. But we're going to wrap it up. I thank you for calling in. And we got a couple more comments here. We got the I think a Date 840 white gold in rotation with the BB silver is superior to the 002 and the 231. No, I don't think so, Triforce Rich. No. Craig, it might be time for you to step up to Swiss. No, I don't think so. I stepped up to GS. I stepped away from Swiss. Okay, and BU Server says, oh no. And Carl, we're going to give a few last minute comments. Why would they want people to assume there was a train wreck? Why would they want people to assume there was a train wreck? I don't know that they wanted people to assume there's a train wreck. I think they just, shut everything down, and they just wanted to see how people reacted. And maybe they knew people were going to react the way they did, but basically they wanted a reaction, was what they wanted, and they got it, and they got it in spades. So we should have an episode dedicated to GS versus Tudor. I think we've talked about that before. Anyway, the pontiff celebrating the demise of Timepiece Gentleman doesn't reflect well on him, makes him look petty and mean-spirited. Well, he does that all the time. He does that sort of thing all the time. And he does it just for views and for clicks, and, you know, it's how he makes a living. He's a shock jock, right? And Bill Ward says hello. GS over Swiss, absolutely. And then 2 thumbs down for TPG promo, but wish them the best. Ultraman Red. Yeah, I think they'll probably do all right, because they're in that hipster community, and I think they can walk the walk and talk the talk, and the tight jeans and the tight shirts and all that stuff, and that's what the hipsters like. That's what the hipsters will get. So we're gonna wrap it up there. Thanks again for calling in, Carlos.
Okay, thank you, Craig, and I hope you
we will
the best.
We will see you next time.
Yeah, the thing currently, I am going to be in Spain for 6 weeks, and yeah, with the time zone differences, now it's like 2 a.m. Yeah, usually it will be harder to join, and because or I will be out with my friends or my family, or I will be asleep. Slept
Well, you
Most
deserve it. You deserve it. You need to relax and have a good time, because now you need to recover from having bought a Tudor. So it's gonna take some time to recover from that.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Thanks, Carlos.
Maybe I can go deeper on the hole with another Tudor.
Oh yeah. All right. See you next time.
Thank you, Craig.
Bye-bye.
And bye-bye, everybody.
All right. And that is a wrap, folks. Thanks for tuning in.